Yo, what's going on everybody, it's your boy CrabLord back again with another video. So we're gonna be doing a well-requested long-time Pop Smoke tutorial. I never like to do artists that passed, it just seems a little disrespectful, but it serves more as tribute now, and he's a great artist with vocals that are different from other artists, so they're gonna be fun to do. In this video I have two separate ones. We got What You Know About Love, and we also have DIOR. They're both very different styles of him. We're gonna focus more on DIOR in this one, because it just is more of his original style that most people would probably know him from. Anyway, before we get into the video, make sure to subscribe and already subscribe, notification bell as well, so you never miss a video that I post. Also make sure to drop my description down below. A lot of sweet things down there like preset packs, equipment, music, social media, support link for the preset packs, and a DistroKid link to get 5% off your sign up. And make sure to drop a like on this video, leave a comment down below. It really helps the algorithm, I think. Let's get it cracking. So as you can see on my screen, we got reproduced by Moolah Beats. This instrumental had 2 million views. I don't think it really needs any help from me to get 10 extra views. So I'm gonna be doing the intro part. I want to lessen the chances of me being copyrighted as much as I can. And by doing the part where the beat isn't really going, it works. So now I'm gonna re-record it for yous, and we'll do it. Lyrics are up. Said I'm never lacking, always pistol packing.
Said I'm never lacking, always pistol packing with them automatics. We gon' send them to heaven. Wait, hey, hey.
Oh, well, if you enjoyed that sound, this is how you're gonna get it. There's two tracks, the lead and the backup, but it's like a doubling technique, so you gotta record your vocals twice. They're both identical tracks, just one has more reverb. I'm gonna take away this plugin right here, so now it's completely dry, and we're gonna bring the lead above it. We're gonna bring everything from the lead over to where I'm talking now. So this is the lead track. Let's bring it down and just play it naked as it is.
Said I'm never lacking, always pistol packing with them automatics. We gon' send them to heaven.
Alright, so that's how the vocal sounds naked. So now we're gonna get started and start bringing stuff over. So first, de-esser, not too important. Just gonna take away the S sounds, as you can see. It's obvious. I have it pretty strong. Dynamics de-esser 2 mono. And when you're inside of it, you want to have a threshold of negative 21.6, reduction of 22, and a frequency of 8,000. The frequency of 8,000 is just where it's going to take away the harsh sounds, I guess. So around that 8,000 high area. Not going to play it because it doesn't really do much. First important plugin is a compressor. We're going to bring it over. This vocal is mainly just compression. Dynamics compressor mono. In it, we have the Studio FET. It's a little bit more harsh than the rest of them, but we got a ratio of 5.2 to 1. Decently strong. Negative 15.5 threshold. Make up a 2.5. Auto gains off. Attack at 15 and release at 30. Rather fast attack and release because the vocals are going to be hitting quick and hard. Soft distortion to get some more body to the voice, and we'll close it by itself.
Said I'm never lacking, always pistol packing with them automatics. We gon' send them to heaven.
Cool. Next we got another compressor. We're double stacking. Dynamics compressor mono. Within we have the Red Studio VCA. It's my favorite. We're talking about a ratio of 2.4 to 1, not too big. Threshold of negative 18. Thresholds are rather smaller for me this tutorial for some reason. Don't know why. Makeup of 2, auto gain off, attack at 19.5, and release at 110. That's about it. So it sounds like.
Said I'm never lacking, always pistol packing with them automatics. We gon' send them to heaven.
Yeah. Next we have a channel EQ. And this is where it gets different from all the other vocals like I've ever done. It's EQ, channel EQ mono. And within it, I didn't take away all of the low. There's a lot of low in his voice. His voice is deep. It's very rich. You want to keep that thickness in it. So all we did was take orange to about 200, where I would normally just make a shelf and just ignore the red altogether. Brought it to 200, dropped the negative 4. Took this green to about 500, reduced it by 1. Took the blue to about 930, dropped the negative 2. And then we also took this purple, dropped the negative 0.3. And then we just cut off the end. Simple as that. You can copy it by clicking the values right here. There's no pitch correction on this vocal. It's the first time I've ever not used pitch correction. Play it.
Said I'm never lacking, always pistol packing with them automatics. We gon' send them to heaven.
Alright, now I have a multipressor. It's like another compressor. Multi-band compression. I always use this as well now. Dynamics, multipressor, mono. Probably one of the best plugins on Logic, by the way. Not really too much happening here. So you want to first space them out, so you're gonna double click and change these to what I have. I got 150, 270, 7500. And then we drop them down. We're gonna go +1 on the low end. Never really do that, but I want to add some more lowness to it. 2, -1, 3, -1.5, and then 4, 3.5. Auto gains off. And I brought back some volume in the output because sometimes it makes it quieter. You just don't want it to peak in the red. Also, I might have changed these, so if these are different, -12, -15, -15, -18. Now we're gonna close it and we're gonna play it. I'm talking fast right now.
Said I'm never lacking, always pistol packing with them automatics. We gon' send them to heaven.
Now we have a limiter. It's almost like another form of compression. Like I said, it's mainly compressors. Dynamics, limiter, mono. Inside of it, like I said in my last video, what I see a limiter doing is you add some gain, but you also reverse it by taking the output level away, so it smashes it more up front. That could be wrong, but it might not be wrong. So we got a gain at 2.9, release at 8.5. I don't know what it does exactly. Output at -2, look ahead at 5, didn't change that, and then we close it. This is what it sounds like.
Said I'm never lacking, always pistol packing with them automatics. We gon' send them to heaven.
Next, we have a console EQ. This is another form of EQ. It is an EQ, the vintage EQ collection in console. This one has some knobs on it. So what you want to do is this. I didn't do any low gain or low frequency. Low cuts at 50. I didn't change these, I don't think, but you can change it to what I have just in case. The mid gain is at 2. But you want to make sure you have this set right. This one's set to 5, which means means it's +2 at 5,000. And then at high gain, it's 2.7. 2.7. Nothing else has changed. We just boosted the high in the mid area. We took it away earlier, so we're gonna close it and play it.
Said I'm never lacking, always pistol packing with them automatics. We gon' send them to heaven.
Whew. Now we got Reverb. Bring it over. Reverb, Reverb, mono stereo. Every vocal needs some form of reverb to mix it in a little bit. For this one, we have a reflective hall. It's down here. You click the top. Now you want to set these to basically where I have them. It's basically catching just the mid areas with a little bit of low and a tiny bit of high in there. But basically the wet's 8%, which means there's barely any in. Barely any. It just kind of gives it a little flavor on top, a little seasoning. Dry's 100%, distance 80, decay 2.8, 60 density, size 100. And the details, just cut off the end a little bit, so not really too much. So we close it. This is what the track sounds like with just the lead vocal and no doubled back.
Said I'm never lacking, always pistol packing with them automatics. We gon' send them to heaven.
Pretty sweet, right? Now we do the doubling part. So to do the doubling, all you gotta do, Command D, you duplicate. And you re-record yourself on the new duplicated track in the same exact way you did. And then we're gonna bring it down. The only difference is you wanna take away some volume. Okay. Then you're gonna wanna go into Reverb and make it 15 and 80. Perfect. And so not all your main voices there, and there's some effect on it. And I believe that's it. So all that's said and done, the double tracks sound like this.
Said I'm never lacking, always pistol packing with them automatics. We gon' send them to heaven. Wait.
Well, now I hope you learned something there. Now that we did that, now we can just freestyle and have a good time with it. And see what we can do. I don't really know what I can do with this beat, to be honest with you. So I don't really exactly know. I'm a Russian spy.
When I walk in the spot, 30 on me. Bow out the club, ever know that I'm paid. Bitch, I'm a thought. Give me lit. Can't f with these Evan, cause Evan is gay. All my page, sucking d. All of my comments are screaming my name. While I'm in the club, don't. It isn't ones or ones. Crab God, he's a man and he coming in his house and he don't know how to sing. He knows what he gotta do to get that motherfucking Super Bowl ring. And I got a Super Bowl ring on my finger, and I never wanna sell that for nothing. I'm gonna go to a pawn shop, and I'm gonna go to the top, and I'm gonna rise to the top. Never wanna flop, cause I come to the top, and I go to the flop. They know that I'm wildin'. If I'm on the island, I'm snatching his cell. Brody got locked, then out his bail. Until he free, I'm raising hell. Now my shooters call me FaceTime. For all the times we had a FaceTime. 3D nights, you do a stay time. If you need the glitz, you can take mine. Please don't.
That's about it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed that video, learned something as well. I actually love that song, but it's kind of out of place for me to rap it, but still fun to do. Make sure to drop a like in the video, leave a comment down below, tell me what you think and what else to do next. Also, make sure to subscribe and subscribe to the notification bell as well, and the description down below is chock full of sweet things. Anyway, this has been a crowd about how to sound like Pop Smoke in the song DIOR using only stock plugins and Logic Pro 10. Like always, love you guys. We out.